A truly beautiful response from Shawn Ryan to what he is encountering in his personal life as a result of what he has done professionally. Take a look at this amazing clip and take a moment to subscribe to this channel and like this video. And at the end of Shawn Ryan's response, I will have a Jewish Torah response.
Talk to you about something serious. Last week, I received a demand letter from lawyers representing Kanakuk Ministries, a Christian summer camp in Missouri. They're threatening to sue me for defamation because of something I said on my podcast with Congressman Ro Khanna. Here's what I said. I brought Elizabeth Phillips on my show, and she talked about how Kanakuk employees have been molesting thousands of kids for years and putting them under NDAs after settlements so they can never come out and talk about their sexual abuse and trauma. Kanakuk's lawyers are demanding I take down that portion of the interview, issue a public apology, and stop talking about this. They gave me 10 days. That deadline has passed. Here's my response. No, I don't negotiate with pedophiles or the people who defend them. I'm not taking anything down. I'm not apologizing, and I'm damn sure not going to stop talking about child sexual abuse at a Christian camp that continues to operate in the same grounds where horrific abuse took place. Let me be crystal clear about the facts. Facts that Kanakuk's own lawyers admitted in their letter. 1. Pete Newman, a senior Kanakuk employee and camp director, sexually abused children at Kanakuk for multiple years in the early 2000s. He's now serving life sentences. 2, between 20 and 30 civil lawsuits were filed against Kanakuk. 3, multiple confidential settlement agreements were executed with victims, NDAs that prevented these kids from speaking publicly about what happened to them. Kanakuk can't prove the number is less than thousands, and given their own admission of a cover-up, the true number is unknowable. But here's what really pisses me the fuck off. Kanakuk is still operating a camp at the very location where countless children suffered horrific abuse. They're still running programs. They're still bringing kids to the exact same place. And now they want to silence me for talking about it. This isn't about protecting their reputation. This is about protecting children, and I will not be silenced. My attorney has sent Kanakuk's lawyers a response. We've made it clear. If they want to sue me, bring it on. We welcome discovery. We welcome depositions of Kanakuk leadership about what they knew, when they knew it, and what they did or didn't do to protect children. We welcome full disclosure of every abuse allegation, every settlement, every internal investigation, and every financial record showing whether Kanakuk actually suffered any harm from my statement or whether this is just an attempt to intimidate people into silence. Under Tennessee law, Kanakuk will have to prove I'm lying. They'll have to prove actual malice, that I knew my statements were false, or that I had serious doubts about its truth. They can't do that because I relied on Elizabeth Phillips, whose brother was a victim. I relied on public court records, relied on widespread media coverage of Pete Newman's prosecution, and most importantly, they admit the core of what I said is true. Kanakuk employees sexually abused children. Victims were silenced by confidentiality agreements. That's not defamation, that's the truth. I want to say something directly to survivors. I see you, I believe you, and I will not stop fighting for you. Sexual abuse at youth camps, especially Christian camps that are supposed to be safe places, is a matter of urgent public concern. Parents have a right to know. Kids have a right to be protected, and survivors have a right to speak. Kanakuk's attempt to use legal threats to silence reporting on child sexual abuse in itself is newsworthy, and I'm going to keep reporting on it. To Kanakuk, you want to talk about callous and malicious disregard for the truth? Let's talk about operating a camp where a predator had access to thousands of children for years. Let's talk about confidentiality agreements that silenced traumatized kids. Let's talk about continuing to operate on a crime scene. You're not the victim here. The children you failed to protect are the victims. I stand by every word I said. I will not retract. I will not apologize. And if you want to sue me, my lawyers are ready. To everyone watching, this is why I do this show. This is why we tell real stories about real people, because the truth matters, because kids matter, and because some things are more important than money or reputation. If you want to support survivors of institutional child sexual abuse, check out No More Victims, the organization Elizabeth Phillips founded. They're passing laws to protect kids and hold institutions like Kanakuk accountable. And if you're a survivor, please know it's not your fault. You deserve justice, and there are people fighting for you. I'll keep you updated as this develops, but I'm not going to be backing down. Hey, Jeremy, what's the name of that law firm?
Hush Blackwell.
Hush Blackwell. I wonder how many pedophiles they've defended. That'd be an interesting piece of information to know.
Shawn Ryan is doing a very, very beautiful thing. It's a Jewish thing, something that the Jewish people have done throughout their life, which is he's standing up for what he knows he needs to do, regardless of how hard it will be, regardless of what people will say, and regardless of the impact on him. Shawn Ryan is seizing an opportunity. He has been given an opportunity to stand up for what's right in a situation that may be difficult and that may be arduous. But he's going to take it. And this is the message to the world from this situation that Shawn Ryan is in. That when God Almighty gives you an opportunity to do something good, whether it's hard, whether it will cost you, whether it'll destroy your reputation, or whether people will say negative things about you, when you're given an opportunity to do something good, you should take it. And that may be your very mission in this world, to stand up for what's right. It's not about earning money. It's not about garnering reputation or fans. It's about seizing the opportunities that God Almighty gives us to fulfill our missions. Each person has their own missions. The garbage man has his mission, the CEO has his mission, the Jews have their mission, and the people of the world have their mission. And it's our responsibility as people to help and assist everybody when we have the chance that they should fulfill their missions. And what Shawn Ryan is doing is fulfilling a mission that has been given to him. And we wish him what's called in Hebrew, Hatzlacha Rabbah, great success. And this is one of the true issues with Jew hatred. Oftentimes, the Jews are simply just being Jewish, studying the Torah, fulfilling the commandments, by interacting with the world as Jewish people, whether it be with a beard or a yarmulke or whatever it is. There should never be anyone who should come to hate them and try to prevent them from doing what they need to do. And it likewise goes the same for any other people. And we see from what Shawn Ryan is doing that he is fulfilling his mission. And there will be people who come to say that he shouldn't do it, or that it's not worth it, or that it's something that it's not his business, or that he's mixing into a situation that's not even so bad. But at the end of the day, he has recognized that God Almighty has given him an opportunity to do something good, and that opportunity has been given to him specifically, and he is taking full advantage of this opportunity, whether it will hurt him or not. And this is something that we should all admire.